Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is a repertoire.
So let's get into some more advice. What you have, you know how people like gossip. There's a whole industry, media industry built on gossip, and you have something that is gossipy. And I was going to ask you, tell me what it is, but then I said, no, I want to find out with everybody else. So tell us about your gossip method.
So the gossip method is a part of my signature framework that I walk my clients through to help them produce short form videos, again, with their phone. Listen, I have the full frame Nikon cameras because I've always been a photographer. But I'm telling you, what I can do with my phone now is nothing short of amazing. And so it just takes the guesswork away. Everyone can press a button on their phone. So I've created the signature method. It's called GOSIP. Just with one S, okay? And so what's really cool about it is a step-by-step process to kind of guide you through what you should be sharing when you create your short form video. That's it. It's that simple. And I think all of us have either gossiped before, been introduced to a juicy story. And so there's a format around how these gossip stories normally happen. So I've just kind of flipped that into video, and my clients absolutely love it.
Okay, can you share a little bit of, is that an acronym for something? It
is.
Okay, can you tell us the acronym?
I can tell you the acronym.
Yay,
okay. So let's jump in. So just kind of take the journey with me, if you will. I need you to stay on screen with me because I need to feel like I'm telling you this story. Okay,
I'm here.
That's how it is. So you've had a girlfriend, and this is where the G starts. You know, your girlfriend's gonna call you and say, "Girl, I gotta tell you something," right? And that's when you're like, "Oh goodness, wait a minute, what's about to happen?" That's how video actually starts. It's something that grabs your attention. I just like to call it, this is the grab your attention. This is the girl moment where it's like, freeze, stop what you're doing, put everything down. And that's what we have to do. We got to like capture their attention, like out of the gate. And so then the O is like the opening story. Okay. This is like that statement of like, hey, listen, if you're doing anything, you got to stop. I need you to lean in. I need you to pay attention. And usually, most of the time, there's a little bit of a backstory to it. You know, it's like, especially in the midst of a good gossip story, it's like, now you remember when Joey and Susie were about to do X. It's like they're setting it up for you, right?
Okay.
Okay, so that's the O.
The O is like the setup.
Yeah. The S is the status, because you need to let people know who you are. And so it's when we're saying, now, you know, they told me this and I'm not supposed to say anything, right? It's like, listen, you got to kind of let the people know who you are, put your status out there, and really how you found out about the information. So it's like you're positioning yourself as the expert. This is your expert status, if you will.
Okay.
Because in video, if you think about it, we got now, so walk with me. We got the attention grabbing headline.
Yes.
We got our opening.
Yes.
Now we need to tell people our status, our expert status about how we're able to tell this story. Why is it that we're a status expert? Okay.
So is that, in a sense, I don't mean to interrupt, but is that a sense like giving your credentials of why you are qualified to tell this?
Exactly. Okay. Why I'm qualified to tell this story, right? So it's kind of like, girl, you know, because we always say, now, you know, I always have the tea. That's what our friends say. And that's our friend, like, really showing their status. Like, I'm the person that knows. And that's what we have to do for our audience when we show up in video. We need to let them know who we are and why we're qualified to actually share this information with them. Okay. All right. So then the I is for the important parts. So we need to share about 3 to 4 important parts in that video, the short form video. We need to tell 3 or 4 things. Of course, when we're gossiping with our good friends, we got all the points. She saw him walking across the street. He stayed out all night with his friends. Now she's mad. We're breaking it down point by point by point, sharing all of the important things. And then really we get to the final part, which I like to call it the P. It could be the pitch. It could be where we're really just going to pull other people into the story. Because if you think about in a gossip situation, it's normally closed out with someone saying, now don't say anything.
Right.
You didn't hear this from me, right? But what really happens, we are pulling other people in, because usually when people are gossiping, they're going to get off the phone with one person and call another friend, and it really starts all over again. Girl, let me tell you what just happened. The process kind of resets itself. So in this case, as it relates to short form video, as we close out, we definitely want to pull people in by asking them, in this case, we want them to share. I want you to come and join my Facebook. I want you to go and get that download. So I really just took something that happens all the time in everyday life and really just pulled it apart so that people can remember kind of step by step what happens in producing short form video. Because whether we like it or not, everybody has been included in some type of gossip story. Either you were listening, you were telling, or you were the person to get the third, fourth, fifth hand information from someone, but the story is always the same. Same thing with short form video. It's always the same. You're going to just go through this process of telling a short story, really pulling people in and positioning yourself as the expert.
Wow. Okay. So that P, that last P is, in a sense, it's like that call to action.
It is.
Is that like, okay.
It is. Good. So somebody might pitch. In my case, I'm usually trying to pull other people in, and I want to pull them into my Facebook group. So usually at the end of all of my videos, I'm saying, come and join my free Facebook group, because that's where all of the magic actually happens. Someone else might be saying, they may pull them in with, go get the free download, or, depending on where you are with marketing to your audience, maybe it's a warm audience and they're already ready to go. So maybe, you're pitching because these are people who know you, they're ready to go. And so maybe you can pitch, but these P's are about pitching or pulling people in, and the pulling people in is specifically related to a call to action.
Okay, great. So can we review really quickly? So it's GOSIP. So the G is for grabbing the attention. Same thing like in a speech, that would be an attention getter, right?
Yes.
And then the O is for the opening. That's your kind of like your introduction, right? And then the S is status, giving your audience or your followers or your listeners your credentials of why you are qualified to talk about X, Y, Z. The I, help me with the I again.
Yeah, the I is the important parts of the story. So you want to share 3 or 4. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the important parts of the story. Yeah, great. And then the P is the pitch or the pull, where you're essentially giving them a call to action, what you want them to do next.
Bingo.
Gossip.
And in a gossip story, of course, we're like, don't tell anyone, but I want you to tell everyone. Tell everyone about the download. Tell everybody about the Facebook group. So yes.
Exactly. Who is that? Miss Benita from In Living Color. I am one to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me. So it's that type of thing.
This is confirmation. Literally last night I was practicing. This is going to be a part of my TikToks this week. I'm going to be bringing in that audio. I'm not one to gossip, but you didn't hear. Yes.
Wow.
I love that you said that.
I'm also a TV junkie, so anything that's a pop culture TV reference, I tend to pull into what I'm doing. Wow. This has been so informative, super informative. Tell everyone how they can find you, how they can reach you if they want to know more about the gossip method or want to work with you.
Oh, awesome. So if you want to work with me, you can head over to my website. It's at RamonicaPlishett.com. But I also have a Facebook group, and that's where we hang out. So I would invite you to join us there. It's called The Confident Entrepreneur, and you'll see digital marketing, video, and tech tools. Those are my areas of expertise. So please come and hang out with us in our Facebook group. That's where all of the magic actually happens.
Ramonica Plishett, you are magic. Okay. So it's not just the group. You yourself are magic. Thank you so much for being here.
For having me.
Absolutely. Sharing all of this great information with the audience. And we can't wait to see you again and can't wait to work with you.
Yay. Awesome.
Thank you so much for coming by. Cheers.
Indeed. My pleasure. Take it easy.
Wow. That was awesome. So she gave you 5 steps in terms of what to think about when you're getting ready to do a video. This could probably also work for a live stream as well. Thank you so much, Ramonica Plishett, for coming on and gracing us with your presence and the awesome red lipstick. We were red lip twins today. So I hope you got something out of that. Let me know below if you have any questions. And I am always challenging you to be more Earth. We'll see you next time. Cheers.
Settle in our knowledge and conversations, don't make